Hello CDFM 89. This is your host Aniqa Atiq, and I'm back with what's happening in your city, presented to you by Ticketwala. So whether you're from Karachi, Lahore or Islamabad, I have some really exciting events lined up for you. But before I get into those, you have to like, follow, share, subscribe CDFM 89 on all social media platforms that are YouTube, TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. Now let's get into it. Now, the first event that I have for you is called Loop Getaway. This is happening on 4th July from 5 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. at Karachi United Stadium in Clifton. Now, Loop Picnic is Karachi's ultimate summer hangout and a very sunset-filled experience, bringing together music, food, games, curated vendors, and just really fun people to, just talk to and have a picnic with. So I feel like this is great for summers. Like, that's the way to do it. It might be a bit hot outside, but I do think sharing a couple of sandwiches with your friends, it's nice to kind of cut through that heat and focus on that aspect of it, the communal aspect of it. So that'll be really, really fun. Do go attend this. So the last event that I have for you is called Totally Creative Experience. Now, there's a pun on the word tote, which I'm loving already. Very smart. This is happening on 4th July from 6 to 9 p.m. at Vista Lounge. Now, this is going to be, of course, as you can tell, a totally creative experience as you paint a tote bag. So this will also have, what your ticket will include will be, of course, the painting bit. Then there's going to be live music and very cozy ambience. There's going to be a photo booth with unique props. And as someone, who likes to take selfies on a whim, I feel like this is going to be your jam. There's also going to be food, which is going to be at very discounted rates, as opposed to, other days. There's going to be very aesthetic themed decor and very fun games and interactive activities, which also includes having multiple materials, your art materials and stuff. So I feel like just overall, they're providing you everything that you would have wanted from a painting workshop. So I feel like this will be your jam. And also I realized this about myself because as summer came, I wanted to do more hobbies also. And I did try painting, and I did it with my friends, and we did it in a way where we were painting on one canvas, but I do it for 10 minutes and then I leave it, and then my friend does it for the other 10 minutes and then she leaves it, and then the third friend does it for 10 minutes, and then we kind of rotate, and you have a vision with an image and you know where it's going, but in this case you don't really know where it's going. So it was just a fun thing, and the end product was kind of really nice. It was beyond what any of us had imagined, and it was fun. It was a very collective experience also. We all had our respective contributions in making it what it was. And yeah, a therapeutic aside, it was also just really fun and a bonding sort of an experience. So you can do something like that also with the tote bag. So yeah, do go check this out. Now, Lahore, the first event that I have for you is called Under the Same Sky. This is presented to you by She. This is happening on 27th June from 3 to 6 p.m. at Hatch Co-working. This is a co-working space in DHA. Now, this is going to be very fun because you're going to step into a space where stories matter, connections deepen, and women are reminded that they're never alone. And Under the Same Sky, the idea for even having this title is that, there's other women like you in the world who you may not have yet met, because a lot of experiences that happen to women, even individually, it might feel like it's a very isolated experience, but it's not. And even if you subconsciously know that it's not, you don't know that because you haven't met them. So this kind of gives you a chance to reflect on that. It's going to be an afternoon filled with a very transformative experience. It's going to have guided self-reflection activities. It's going to include a lot of honest conversations and shared stories and interactive exercises that are designed to kind of inspire growth. And when you're doing it alongside other women, you can also just kind of build on that warmth and even become friends. And what's better than that, than having a warm, supportive environment and knowing that I'm heard here. So yeah, if you are interested at all, I think it's pretty interesting, and it will also be a chance to reconnect with yourself ultimately. And you want to do that spiritual, looking at the inner self sort of thing. I think this will be completely your thing. Do go check this out. Now, the second event that I have for you is a really interesting one. I don't think I've done an event that was like this at all so far. This is called Fresh Bouquet Making. This is happening on 4th July at 2 p.m. at .tha. Now, this is part of the Creative Escape month series by Trovert Space. Here, you get to slow down, unwind, and spend a very beautiful afternoon with fresh flowers. And as it's summers, I'm reiterating. But, you know, the flowers are blooming. Like, I see so many of like new flowers that are like even in the trees in my house and like at my workplace. Like, I'm observing like all these flowers, and you get to make a bouquet of them, and then you get to take that home. What's better than that? So yeah, whether you're a flower lover or a Pinterest enthusiast also, or actually you're just even looking for, you know, a relaxing weekend, because it can be very, very relaxing, by the way, to like just look after a flower, take care of a plant that has its own way of soothing you. So this will be a great activity for you. Your ticket also includes one fresh sunflower, roses and seasonal flower stems, a wrapping paper and ribbon, a complimentary drink, a step-by-step floral arrangement guidance, and take your home handmade bouquet. So you basically have everything that you need, and you will also here learn how to arrange the flowers aesthetically, the composition techniques. Oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I really want to know, like, you know, the color themes and yeah, like what goes into making a bouquet. Like, what is it that, you know, makes you go like, wow, why is it so pretty? It's just flowers at the end of the day, but like you know, just the setting can make so much of a difference, the arrangement of flowers. And also, like, you know, teaching you how to like wrap it properly and in a pretty way. And yeah, just tips for keeping the bouquet fresh for a longer time, so you know you can like make the flowers last longer. And I feel like I really, really want to know that, because I hate it when my flowers die like one day in. So yeah, this sounds really fun. Do go check it out. And the last event that I have for you is called Sweet Sweet. This is also a pun. The first term is SWEET and then the second is SUITE. So it's a Sweet Sweet. I'll tell you why. This is happening on 5th July at Gulberg. The exact location will be announced soon. It's not out there yet. But basically the concept is that it's going to be a mix of outdoor picnic and a cozy home cafe, where everyone shares desserts instead of buying from a bakery, which I feel like is so cool. It's literally like a BYOD rule, like bring your own dessert. And that's so fun. I love me some dessert. I have a sweet tooth and I think it's weird if you don't. So yeah, like you need to go here. I would love this. And I feel like we need to do something like this in Karachi also now. So all you have to do is bring one cake or any one dessert with you for 4 to 6 people. Now this can be homemade also or store-bought, both work, but I would say it's nicer if you take something homemade. It's more meaningful, and that way, you know, like the quantity and all is also like in your hands and you can make it easily. The ambience is going to be like fairy lights, scented candles, soft playlist, mugs of teas and coffees, and yeah, just everyone talking about their love for baking. And I feel like that's really cool. I'm not into baking as such. I mean, I was in COVID, but that era is never going to come back again, thankfully, hopefully. And I don't think I'm going to bake again. Like that was a task. Now I have too much work on my plate to be doing that. But this sounds very interesting, honestly. Like I have so many friends who bake as a love language, and I feel like if you also do that, you will meet so many like-minded people here, and you get to feed them and also taste their desserts, which is so fun. Overall, like I think just everything about this event is like making me really happy and warm and, you know, excited. So if it's also making you feel that way, do go check this out. And now we're back with Islamabad. Now Islamabad, as always, never kind of proving me wrong. I have one whole event for you. This is called Summer Fiesta, so this sounds nice. This is happening on 2 days, 4th and 5th July, from 4 to 11 p.m. at Chateau Lux, Islamabad. Now here, I think what they're trying to do is like have a grand celebration of the summer. It's a pool party, it's a fiesta, it's a family-friendly lifestyle event bringing together children and friends and, you know, like just, yeah, I think it's a more family setting. sort of a thing. I remember doing that as a child with my family. Like, it was a bit against my will, but it was fun ultimately, and we look back at the memories very fondly. So I think it's time for you to also do that. We used to go to Dream World, and I don't know, like, Islamabad doesn't really have any like water body as such, of course. So here, like, you know, what you can do is like go to the pool and have a pool party. But you guys have the trees in the mountains, which is also unbeatable. Yeah, so whether you're bringing out your kids or hanging out with friends or looking for a fun family day out, there will be something for everyone. What you can expect there is, of course, swimming pool access, inflatable and slide pools. There's also going to be creative workshops. Nice. I did not expect that. Like pottery, canvas art, and DIY crafts. There's going to be foods and beverages, and there's going to be lifestyle shopping stalls. So it's a bit of everything. It's not just a pool party, actually. It's a pretty, like, yeah, comprehensive experience. And I feel like if you want to, you know, break away from the heat a bit and just have your time in the pool, enjoy yourself, this is going to be your thing. And with that, I'm done with this week's episode of What's Happening in Your City, presented to you by Ticketwala. I'm your host, Aniqa, and I'm going to be back next week with a fresh round of events. Before I sign off, you guys have to like, follow, share, subscribe CDFM89 on all social media platforms that are YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.